Alright everybody, look at this. We are about to test ride the Sportster S. From what we were told, this is the big, burlier brother to the new the Nightster. Forward controls on this one. Alright, definitely feels sporty like the Nightster did. Incredibly easy to control. This thing turns incredibly easy. This is not like one of those big bikes, one of those big fairing bikes. This is completely different. Thanks. All right. Wow, this is in rain mode, and I feel like, what is going on here? No key fob? Alright, couple things right off the bat. This bike is so smooth, incredibly easy to handle. Look at how easy it is. Just a wow, you could be ripping in some massive turns with this thing for sure. I do like where Harley is going with this Sportster idea. The Revolution Max engine, if I'm not mistaken, is so smooth. The way that these bikes ride is new school versus like the old, you know, the 1200 irons, the 883 irons. They feel very old technology. This feels very new. The clutch is so light to pull. Holy dude, this thing is gonna be nuts. I am in rain mode right now. I cannot believe it. I don't know if it turns. It's not switching modes, I don't think. Holy oh my gosh, dude. Let me just pull over real quick. Because I'm not switching modes. What's up with that? Let's switch this off real quick. Okay, we're in street mode. Holy God damn, boy. Dude, if you are a new rider, I would stay the hell off of this thing. I can tell you that. This thing has got grit like nut. Dude, you would not believe it. Holy smokes. Let me bring you back when I get on the interstate. Alright, we're still just in basic street mode here. About to get on the interstate. We're going to do one pass down in street mode, and then on the next pass down on the interstate, I'm going to hit it into sport mode. Right now, this thing in street mode is already so fucking powerful that I'm a little intimidated. And I'm excited, don't get me wrong. Here we are, second gear. What are we gonna do, boys? Holy bud. Dude, this thing has got so much power. It is not to be played with. Oh my gosh. Woo! This thing is nasty, bro. I cannot even believe it. So let's talk about this real quick, how it feels. Drop back a little bit on the speed. It feels really light, very nimble. It doesn't feel like it's a problem as far as weight or anything like that. This thing is incredibly responsive. Got the inverted forks on it. I love bikes with inverted forks. If you've never rode a bike with inverted forks, I promise you, you just don't understand how these things control. I was told that, you know, instead of you hitting a bump and it bouncing your handlebars up, you hit the bump and it bounces your tire back down into the road. And I really believe that. I mean, if I can feel it when I'm riding. So this is, again, like, this is kind of like that Nightster at 5th gear. I was doing 70 something. To get into 5th gear on this bike, you really want to be above 75. It doesn't really want to be shifted too early. It's got a lot of that low end torque. I'm pretty impressed. I'm getting blasted by the wind. So, like, especially after the last couple bikes I've rode with full fairings, you do get a lot of wind resistance on this bike, just like any other bike with no fairing on it. But I like not having a fairing, which is weird. I like my mini fairing on my Sport Glide because I can kind of still look around and see my wheel. I like being able to see my front end and where my tire is going. I don't know why. I just prefer it. I can tell you that I prefer it after riding the last couple bikes full fairing. I mean, I don't mind the full fairing. It's just not something I prefer. So, look, there is the cop. That's why we slowed down. But this bike is very comfortable, very fast. I wouldn't recommend it really for having a passenger. I don't even know if there's a passenger seat on it. I don't think there is. But definitely, if I would say recommend this for like a second bike. If you got the Nightster, I mean, I did 100 miles per hour on the Nightster in 4th gear. It's absolutely, definitely powerful. And this bike is, what she said was correct. Like, it is its beefier, brawnier brother, and we haven't even kicked it into sport mode yet. So let me just bring you back real quick when I get ready for that. All right, let's bring this back. Oh shit, we turned her into sport. All right, we're getting on the innie. I gotta do it for the views. I gotta do it for a proper sport test ride here. Let's see, 18 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, this thing is dangerous. Oh my God. Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah, holy fuck, dude. Woo. That undid my helmet. I was just going so fast it undid my helmet strap, dude. That is unbelievable. This thing is woo. This thing is boom pow. All right, so you guys saw what it has in sport mode. These things, I'll tell you what, between the Nightster and this Sportster S, these things feel much less like Harley Davidsons and much more like R1 Super Sports, or versus like an R6 and an R1. It definitely has that kind of feel. That's what they ride like, and the power on these things is unfreaking believable. I'll tell you that. I cannot even tell you how impressed I am. Like, that was, I mean, that's dangerous. That's dangerous power right there. And they just, like, anybody can buy one of these things in America. All right, dude. Other than that, final thoughts here. The seat is fairly stiff, and I wouldn't want to be riding this bike for many hours. So if you're somebody who just wants to rip around town, you've got a couple canyons you can get into that are close by, you don't have to ride for many hours to get into your ride, I would totally recommend this bike. I would not recommend this bike for a beginner. I think that you should have at least a couple of years worth of experience. This thing is absolutely deadly with the power. I mean, you guys saw me hit the gas there. It was no joke in sport mode. Like, I got me half hard for sure, but you got to be careful with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next week. And lastly, to end the video, if any of you get on a motorcycle and you have the urge to see a cop stopped in the median like this, and you just want to give them the finger and just hit the gas in your sport mode, as oh baby, you'd never catch me, you'd never get me. All right, see you guys next week.